seated, please. So I will mention this. Kelsey and Evan have hired a wonderful photographer, so please feel free to just put those cameras away and enjoy the moment, because we're going to have a great time. Good afternoon to you all. My name is Mary Ann Cole, and I have known this girl since she was a little tiny baby. As a matter of fact, I met her at about 6 months of age at Mrs. Bullock and Christine's house. She was beautiful and so happy. and smiled all the time. And I thought, a friend for Jackie. Yay, that's my daughter. She's right there. And you know what? They moved to New Mexico and I didn't see them for 10 years. So thank you, Ellen. So I preface this all by telling you, when Jackie was in 4th grade, a school social worker asked me, after the fact, if it would be okay for this little girl, Kelsey O'Hare, to be in Jackie's class. The mother knew me. Sometimes pushing kids together can go so wrong. But fortunately, it did not. Kelsey joined my Girl Scout troop. I made Ellen join too. The two girls were in the same class, same band, so they were together a lot. And they seemed to be enjoying each other, laughing, having fun, the way Ellen and I did. When they drove each other crazy, like Ellen and I did, I told them, pretend you're cousins and love each other that way, and you will be fine. That approach is how Kelsey gained a best friend, a second crazy Irish family to call her own, and why I often call her my third daughter. Kelsey and her family, my family, and now with Evan, we share not only love, but we share laughter, we share kindness. We care about each other so much. We spend a great deal of time together, don't we, Evan? Holidays, parties, plays, choral events, Cape vacations, road trips, as well as many evenings being regulars at Portobello's, Devlin's, and the Choral. We really are family in the truest sense, and we love that. When Kelsey called and asked me if I would have dinner with her and the new boyfriend, I said, of course. Actually, I told her I had to meet him. I have to grill the new guy. And he passed with flying colors. Since that first night, Evan just seemed to fit so naturally into our world. And over the past few years, Evan has displayed his kindness not only to Kelsey, but in his interaction with family as a whole. And we are so glad to be the ones to slowly get to teach you about Abba, while you teach us about boats. To say I am blessed to have these two in my life is an understatement. And I am so thrilled that we are all here to do this. You ready? All right. So I asked Kelsey and Evan to, they first of all really want to thank you so much for being here today. It's a wonderful occasion, and they're so appreciative that the people they love the most are here with them, sharing in this big adventure of theirs so far. It's their greatest so far. I wanted to have them share their story with you. So I asked Kelsey and Evan 3 very simple questions about their relationship. It took a little while to get the data, but we can all hear a little bit about this right now. So it's what made for the greatest love story ever told. The first question was, Kelsey and Evan, how did you meet? And you know how they met? In the usual traditional way, a dating app. Kelsey saw Evan's profiles. Now, pardon me here, but it was handsome to, he's very handsome, don't blush, to probably obnoxious, to could be a self-absorbed, or a pretentious, she had clearly been on too many dates with guys with a big fish in their profile. Evan's thoughts were, she's weird. She wants a dad joke. She's really weird. Her picture is of her playing a harp, to which he thought, harpists are weird. He did not consider that she was also thinking, he's probably weird too. See? Worked out for you. Next I asked, who asked who out? So Evan would like to think that it was him who did the asking, but it was Kelsey who suggested meeting up, and they decided that they were going to meet at Old Magoon's in Somerville. So, now, the guy who appeared before Kelsey's eyes was a handsome, shy, polite, funny, and extremely kind man. Good job. according to him, that's Evan, Kelsey did most of the talking, and she concurred. Though eventually he loosened up with the help of some crappy, warm cask beer that he loved, and she maybe did not love so much. They spent a long, lovely evening together. Warm beer, poutine, nachos, and a starving Kelsey all combined to create a match made in heaven. Family and friends both really loved that Kelsey picked a winner. And I am sure the Zeiss family thought she was a winner too. I have these lines for us. Together they began a great romance that we all got to watch. We all got to watch over the next few years as this man indeed loves our Kelsey. So, I'm sure his friends and family felt the same way, and if not, get in line, we'll get you later. A trip to Martha's Vineyard, a nervous boyfriend, a clueless girlfriend, created the perfect surprise proposal, which the boyfriend could barely get the words out of, and the girlfriend was not sure she had heard the question correctly. Which I'm not sure why after this year. Probably COVID. Anyway. And so, here we are finally ready to watch them commit to a life together. Kelsey and Evan have chosen a few poems. I would like to first ask Ellen, mother of the bride, who really needs no introduction, to come up for the first reading, please. Oh, honey, you're going to be able to see it.
Oh, I can't. Oh, yes.
Yes, just stand right.
All right. A Blessing for a Wedding by Jane Hirschfield. Today, when persimmons ripen, today, when foxkins come out of their den into snow, today, when the spoiled egg releases its red song, today, when the maple sets down its red leaves, today, when windows keep their promise to open, today, when fire keeps its promise to warm, today, when someone you love has died, or someone you never met has died, today, when someone you love has been born, or someone you will not meet has been born, today, when rain leaps to the waiting of roots in their dryness, today, when starlight bends to the roofs of the hungry and tired, today, when someone sits long inside his last sorrow, today, when someone steps into the heat of her first embrace, today, let this light bless you. Today, with these friends, let it bless you. With snow scent and lavender, bless you. Let the vow of this day keep itself wildly and wholly spoken and silent, surprise you inside your ears, sleeping and waking, unfold itself inside your eyes. Let its fierceness and tenderness hold you. Let its vastness be undisguised in all your days. I'm going to cry a lot today. It happens.
You got this, baby.
First jar down.
Next, I would like to ask Ellen to please come forward, mother of the groom. It's going to be very easy because Ellen and Ellen, who can screw that up? I would like to ask Stephen Moran, my nephew, the O'Hare's former pet sitter, former roommate, teacher compatriot, and lifelong friend to read.
Meeting Point by Louis McNeice. Time was away and somewhere else. There were 2 glasses and 2 chairs and 2 people with the one pulse. Somebody stopped the moving stairs. Time was away and somewhere else. And they were neither up nor down. The stream's music did not stop, flowing through heather, lip and brown. Although they sat in a coffee shop, and they were neither up nor down. The bell was silent in the air, holding its inverted poise, between the clang and clang of a flower, a brazen calyx of no noise. The bell was silent in the air. The camels crossed the miles of sand that stretched around the cups and plates. The desert was their own, they planned, to portion out the stars and dates. The camels crossed the miles of sand. Time was away, somewhere else. The waiter did not come. The clock forgot them, and the radio waltz came out like water from a rock. Time was away, and somewhere else. Her fingers flicked away the ash that bloomed again in tropic trees, not caring if the markets crash, when they had forests such as these. Her fingers licked away the ash. God, or whatever means the good, prays that time can stop like this. That what the heart has understood can verify in the body's peace. God, or whatever means the good. Time was away, and she was here, and life no longer what it was. The bell was silent in the air, and all the room aglow, because time was away, and she was here.
Crowd up here. I'm telling you right now, but those were beautiful. They were really beautiful. So we now come to the part where Kelsey and Evan are going to exchange their vows. And they have written their own vows. Somebody smart made sure they won't blow away. So begin.
Kelsey, Evan. More than I can put into words, but I'm required to at least try. So here it goes. 5 years ago tomorrow, timed that pretty well. I went on a date that would not change my life. All praise to the Hinge algorithms. We met at a pub in Somerville and shared nachos and tea. This is when I knew we were somewhere else. I know it took a while for me to get on a second date, working 65 hours a week offshore. But I'm so incredibly thankful you stuck it out for me. We knew that 5 years later, almost to the day, we would be getting married in a place that means so much to both of us. We spent most of the COVID lockdown up here in Gloucester together, where I learned that living with you and spending every day with you was easy, incredibly enjoyable, and what I wanted. Your amazing cooking skills. When I first moved to Boston, I didn't really know anyone, but meeting you changed that. Obviously. You and your friends immediately welcomed me into your family with open arms. Being able to spend time with you is what got me through a rough, sometimes puke-covered days at work. Don't go on a whale watch if you get seasick. Whether it was Gloucester, the apartments in Somerville and Brighton, our beautiful little house in Framingham, home's always been and always will be where you are. Yeah, that helps too. You are the most incredible and inspirational person I've ever met. You've got your master's degree while working full-time as a teacher, one of the most difficult jobs I've ever learned about. During this, you also still made time to see me and spend time with me. You are kind and helpful to everyone you meet, including complete strangers. You only say what you mean what you say. I admire you and strive to be more like you. I know that not every day will be beautiful and sunshine. Your busy season at work is my off season, and vice versa. Raising a crazy but very cute puppy has been challenging at times, but we get through it. We communicate and work through problems as a team. Unlike a boat, I'm not the only one in charge. We're both equals and in this together to help one another, be there for each other in rough seas and calm. Kelsey, I promise to cherish you and every moment I get to spend with you. I promise to always communicate with you and not cry. In good times and bad. I promise to protect you from all the spiders that you see in our house. I promise to watch all the rom-coms that you love and are weirdly surprised that I've never seen. Imagine that. I promise to tell you all the cool details about how they made Lord of the Rings, because I know how you love that. I promise to always make you laugh, or at least grow. I promise to support, encourage, and help you in everything. I promise to fix things when they break, and build things for you in our home. Words of the greatest, one of the greatest Canadians ever, Red Green. If they don't find you handsome, might as well find you handsome. You are the love of my life. I'm so happy I met you, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life.
All right. Evan. It is so strange to think that 5 years ago, almost to the day, I was about to meet the man I was going to marry. I remember thinking as I was leaving my apartment to go on our first date that there was going to be something special about you. Even though I was incredibly cranky that day, it was almost the end of the school year. I was ravenously hungry, as previously mentioned. And of course, it began to rain right after I did my hair. I knew that I needed to meet this handsome man with the absolute worst dad jokes. Needless to say, I was completely smitten. As we continued to see each other and our relationship grew, I was overcome by how calm I always felt around you. Your quiet kindness made me feel so safe and so cared for. I felt it in the way you always held my hand, the way you didn't hesitate when I told you you needed to meet my best friend on our 4th date. The way you remembered my favorite flowers and surprised me with them at the farmer's market. Falling in love with you was like falling asleep on a cool night under a warm blanket. It was so easy, and it was the best feeling in the world. We have since created a life together that is more wonderful than I could have ever dreamed. Our home, our group of friends, our families, and of course, our puppy, Pepper, only make our relationship that much more beautiful. But to think that all of this magically happened after falling in love would be to deny what an incredible partner you are, even through the decidedly unromantic parts of everyday life, like my nose running. Hang on. We're good, okay. We're almost there. You handle challenges with calm rationality. You communicate openly and honestly, and you always put our relationship first, even when we may not see each other for days at a time. I know that with you by my side, we can and will meet whatever challenges life throws at us. I know you aren't the romantic comedy type, but you know I am. As they say in When Harry Met Sally, when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with someone, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. So love, it's been a year and a half. Let's do this. As we move into this next chapter of life together, I promise to love you and support you from this day on. I promise to comfort you in the hard times and celebrate like hell in the good ones. I promise to never stop forcing you to dance with me, whether it's in the kitchen or on the dance floor. I promise to never take your words, actions, and kindness for granted. I promise to cherish you for who you are as an individual and to help you achieve your dreams. I promise to cherish this love forever and always as we walk hand in hand through this beautiful life together, whatever it may bring. I love you, Evan.
Are you ready to declare your intentions? All right. Do you, Evan, take Kelsey to be your lawfully wedded wife, to live together in matrimony, to love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, in sickness and in health, in sorrow and in joy, to have and to hold from this day forward, as long as you both shall live? I mean, you. All right. Do you, Kelsey, take Evan to be your lawfully wedded husband, to live together in matrimony, to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him, in sickness and in health, in sorrow and in joy, to have and to hold from this day forward, as long as you both shall live? All right, we need the rings, and I know who we can count on. A ring is an unbroken circle with ends that have been joined together, and it represents your union. It is a symbol of infinity, of your infinite love. When you look at these rings on your hand, be reminded of this moment, your commitment, and the love you now feel for each other. Evan, please place the ring on Kelsey's finger and repeat after me. Kelsey, I give you this ring
Kelsey, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love,
with the pledge
with the pledge
to love you today, tomorrow, always, and forever.
to love you today, tomorrow, always.
Kelsey, no. Kelsey. Not sure what's going on. Kelsey, I want you to repeat after me. I give you this ring as a sign of a symbol of my love, with the pledge to love you today, tomorrow, always, and forever. By the power vested in me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the Universal Life Church, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Kelsey! I was going to say, Kelsey, you may kiss your Evan. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to introduce you to, for the first time as a married couple, Evan Zeiss and Kelsey O'Hare.
One more. Right back there. Yeah, I'll admit I was mildly like, this could go one of two ways. You did a good job. I was sure she